try to remember where we were last night. So tonight, what are we doing? I want to start working on the custom in-game menu for ending a player's turn. That's the primary thing we're going to work on. And then if that goes well and or quickly, we might take a look at refactoring, given what we've learned about Lua last night regarding the regarding the colon thing. But first, let's run through what we have again. Make sure we didn't burn it down. Seems to work. And what else did we put in? We put in this guy, advanced stage. Seems to work. And what? We fixed that bug. Let's make ourselves player 2 and advance the stage. And we're player 1. Okay. What else do we do? Title menu. That worked. Yeah, right. Cool. So our game did not burn down of its own accord. That's a good start. So let's see. We're on a new branch now for this turn menu stuff. And I was thinking about this today a little bit. I think what we're going to need to do is attach a property to our battle screen that tracks whether or not the menu is being displayed, and if the menu is being displayed, we need to change the logic within the battle screen update handler. And whether or not, and then we also, right. And then we also need to change the battle screen draw function, making sure that we draw that menu last, such that it appears in the foreground of everything. So, per usual, the plan is going to be to write some bad code, and then maybe once we have our sense for how that's going to fit together, we'll refactor and turn the bad code into good code. Okay. So first, let's start by tracking that new piece of state information that we need. I think I want to grab, I think I want to grab this, and we're going to want to use, oh, I don't want this, so. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here, but we know, we're going to have a menu, it's going to pop up, it's going to say, end turn, question mark or something, yes, no. Let's stub that out. And let's also add a property here. I guess let's call it viz. That'll track whether or not the menu is visible on screen. So that's that key piece of state we're going to add. I would call that show, but I think I want to eventually, if not now, end up where we have, show and hide methods for this menu. So let's go ahead and just not cause a namespace conflict, naming conflict. ahead of time. Yeah. So now, okay. So now we've set up our initial menu. We've scaffolded it at least. Now we need to modify the update loop. And, you know, the really disgusting way to do this would be to track menu state in here, but I think that's just like kind of plainly not correct. So what are we going to do about this? Okay, well, I think it is correct to say that if we are showing the menu, we want to run the menu update loop, obviously, even though it doesn't exist yet. And if we are not, and if we are showing the menu, we also want to disable the cursor update loop. So I think this is step one. If game.screens.battle.menu.viz right? Because we want these to be mutually exclusive. So and we need a way to set the the visibility flag from the cursor, because I'm gonna just like process the input to display the menu and then actually display the menu one frame later, which is a 30th of a second at the slowest, so who cares, it's fine. So I guess the first thing we can do maybe, yeah, let's do this. Let's pull up our debug script here, and let's just say MNU. Well, I'll just say menu, who cares? Put that there. And let's display game dot, what was it? This thing. And actually, we can't do that. We need to do this. We learned from this bit of code here that Lua doesn't automatically type convert booleans to strings, so we're going to do it this way. Right? And then we need a way to actually set this value. So in our cursor update, do we care about this? Currently, so again, this pick away, we only have 2 buttons to work with per player. I think for the time being, let's just do this. We're going to temporarily disable this end turn thing because that's what we're working toward implementing anyway. And we're going to repurpose button 2, or button 4. And we'll do this. And again, eventually we're probably going to refactor this so we aren't pathing in all the way from a global down to this boolean, but that is not what we're doing right now. So this should be such that if we reload our game, we see menu is not there. Where the hell is it? Menu is no, that's what we expect, and I press Z, and it's yes, okay. So we're tracking that state, and currently there's no way to go back to no, but we don't care about that. So now so now we're tracking the state of whether that menu should be visible, and we've created a way to flip that state flag to say that it should be visible. Now we need a way to reverse and go from menu state yes to menu state no, and that's where the new update loop comes into play. You know, now I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. We want to create some file, presumably, to stash all this functionality in. I almost feel like we're working in the wrong direction here. I don't want to call this file menu because there's like a 50% chance that in the future we're going to refactor the 2 or 3 menus that we may end up with to have a common constructor. I don't want to call this battle menu. I might just call this turn menu. Yeah, I'm overthinking this. Let's write some bad code, and we'll see how it shakes out. Screen battle menu turn. probably fine. So we have our new file. Yeah, whatever. I'm really trying to overthink this right now. We have a new file. So this is game.screens.battle. Let's change this up. Let's wrongfully pretend that we're only going to have this one menu for now. So let's call this screen battle menu.lua and ensure that it is loaded after screen.lua. Which it is. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to bolt some new methods onto this guy. And we're going to do it in this file. No, we're not. We're going to move all of this. We're going to move, yeah, we're going to move all of this into this file. That's what we're going to do. So, game.screens.battle.menu equals, yes, this. Pretty sure that's what we want. Let's see if we broke our game. We did. Attempt to call a string value. Game.screens.battle.menu equals this table. Screen battle menu turn. Wait, I thought I got rid of you. Okay. Okay, I had forgotten to rename the include, that's fine. Also, I've noticed the pick 08 errors aren't always great. This is weird. So when I flip that menu bit, then the... No, it's not weird. Yeah, right. What I had noticed is that when I flip this menu bit, I can't move the cursor anymore, but that's because that's explicitly what we programmed it to do here. So, okay, great. So now we need... I guess what we want to call would be game... be this. And we're going to create an update method. It looks like this. Function. And all we need to do now is listen for a button press. We need to do exactly this. If button 4 is pressed, set visibility to false. We can shorten this in a moment. But this should allow us to go both directions now to track the bit, indicating that we should show and hide the menu. We should be able to go both ways. So I can move the cursor and I click Z and we see menu Y shows, and I try to move the cursor and cannot. So now hypothetically our menu is on screen. And I press Z again, and menu, the bit flips, and I can move the cursor. So cool, okay. So that is the fundamental piece of state we need to track. And now I think we can do this. I think all of this simplifies to self, given how we are invoking this with our colon. I think that's correct. Yeah. Okay, cool. So now what we need to do is actually start drawing the menu. And for that, we'll go back to our API documentation here. The first thing I want to do is just draw a box. There's like a rect method or something. Rect and rect fill. We want filled in rectangle shape. And actually, this is a new function here. We're tracking our state. Now we need to, you know, we need a draw method, right? So if self.vis, so if the menu is visible, rectfill I don't know. Color is black. Zero, right? Let's see what this does. This is gonna, I think this will draw a rectangle. It'll draw a rectangle in plainly the wrong place, but we don't care about that. So I hit Z to end my turn and locked up, but nothing happened. Oh, I know what happened. I created this method, but I did not invoke it. So there's our menu, and I can't move the cursor, and our menu hides. So that's the idea. It's cool. And I think I can simplify. Maybe. I think I can do that. No. Set to index global self. Wait. Maybe. No. Okay. So that seems to work. Okay, so now, all right, cool. So now we can draw the container. I think we have all the scaffolding in place now for this thing. So now I guess what we want to do is actually draw the menu such that it, you know, is positioned correctly and that kind of thing. Okay. So let's just say we want the menu to be like, I don't know, a third of the width of the screen and as tall as necessary. So it looks like our screen is 128 pixels wide. Let me move this guy off camera now. So, okay, so now what we gotta do is figure out where to draw this rectangle. And per the API docs, it's x0, y0, which is the y coordinate of the upper left. x1, y1, and color. For now, let's arbitrarily choose to make this 30 tall and put it on the very top of the screen. Oops. Okay. And how wide should that be? So let's go for 40 pixels wide, I guess. So if we want, we have 128 pixels, minus 40 is the width. I shouldn't have done that yet. 128 pixels minus 40 divided by 2 is 44. So we want x0 to be at pixel 45. And x1 to be at 85, I think. And that should center us horizontally on the screen. That looks correct, though I want to make it wider. Let's say I want to go 10 wider. I'll make that 40 and that 90. That'll give us 5 in both directions. Is that right? It's probably about right. And then now I guess what do we want? We want a little bit of padding and the words end to turn, question mark, and then a line break, and then the words yes, no, with some kind of selection indicator. And then we want to shift all of this down with the padding that we don't currently know, because we're not going to know that padding until we know the height of this box. So let's start filling this box in, and then we'll move everything down. I think that's the way to do it. Let's pour some more coffee before we get into this. Okay. So I think here I'm going to just start eyeballing this stuff, because I don't know if the math is going to really be all that useful now. Okay, so now print the literal string end turn. And let's put it for now at x is 50, I don't know, then we'll eyeball it. And y is that, and the color we want to be white, which is color 7. But it looks like our characters are I think they're 5 pixels tall. So let's do this. We're gonna clean this up with some variables in a minute, but right now I'm eyeballing all this. This is a rare occasion where working with the browser DOM would be like more elegant than doing this. So we know the width of the text end turn. Here, let's do this first also. What's that gonna look like? Bad. X, Y. Okay. So let's first we align the words yes and no how we want. And then we center those relative to the words end turn, and then we size the box. I think that's the way to solve this. So yes, no. I'm just gonna spam a bunch of changes. And that looks right. And should that look right? Let's see. It looks like letters are 4 pixels wide. So if we just wanted a 1 pixel space, Oh, because it's a top. So it's 50 plus 5 because there's... The letters don't touch. So it's letter plus kerning is 5. A space. So 15 should be about right. Yeah, okay. And then we want to kick everything in. I don't know, a bit. Too much. That looks sort of right. Letters are only 3 wide. Visually, my eye wants to ignore that question mark for aligning the yes and no. I don't know why, but it does, so I think I'm just going to do that. And I kind of want to tighten this up a little. This is going to be too much. I think that's more or less pixel perfect there, at least with regards to the relationship of the letters to the letters. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So now we have the letter alignment correct. Now we got to line up the letters to the box. And we have padding of 5 on top, so it would probably look correct to have padding 5 in every direction. Looks a little wide. That looks good. Now we are, let's keep doing height. Yeah, let's do height. The alignment's gonna get weird when we shrink this again. I think. So now we just gotta shorten the box a bit. think that looks about right. But we aren't centered horizontally now. The rectangle is 44 wide. So it should be a pixel. (42 to 86). Oh god. So that's now horizontally centered, and the text is centered relative to the box, horizontally and vertically, I think. I don't actually see my mouse over the game, so it makes it a little hard to count the pixels, but squinting at her, it looks like it's about centered. So now the only question is, I thought I wanted to center that on screen. I probably do, but it doesn't look terrible at the top of the screen either. Let me start that for a second. Let's try the vertical center. I think that'll look better. This doesn't look terrible, but I think it'll look better vertically centered. So the box is 86 minus 42 tall, which is 44. So we have 128 minus 44 divided by 2 is 42. We're already at 1, so I guess we add 41 in both dimensions. 41, yeah, so you become 42, and you become 23 plus 41 is 64. And then, oh god, what am I doing? I'm adding 41. 47 and 55. Something right. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm doing this in my head and not using variables here, it's because in Pick 08, our environment is pretty constrained, and one of the constraints is the number of characters and what they call like symbols or something, I forget, in your code base. And I just don't want to spend characters on this kind of stuff, which can be known ahead of time. You know, it's kind of a pain in the ass to math it all out. I think, though, I'm giving up on mathing it out, and I'm gonna spam numbers until it looks right, because I just feel like I missed it. No. What am I doing here? Oh, I did the wrong numbers. I had the parameter order wrong. Okay. I have the height wrong. The height is 64 minus 42. So we want 128 minus 64 minus 42 divided by 2. 53. Let me top align this again, and then move it down. So I'm going to do minus 42 from minus 42. 0, 5, 13, 13. What am I missing? U. 42. 22. That should be the same proportion, but top aligned. Good. Now, plus 53. 53, 75. 66. Where are you? 58. Let's turn off our debugger, but I think that's actually correct. I don't know why that doesn't work. Whatever. right? This is the dumbest way to solve this problem, but I'm going to grab a tape measure. I will be right back. Let's see. So the saying is, if it's stupid but it works, it isn't stupid. Let's see if that... So let's see, 7.5. 7.5. Yeah, I think that's right. I might have missed it by a pixel. I missed it by a pixel. So -1 and -1. Looks worse. I am literally embarrassed to be holding a tape measure to the screen right now, but what are you gonna do? Well, I guess if I weren't a damn moron, I would be using the map editor guy to measure this out. That seems like a smarter plan. Let's do that. I think that's correct. Because it looks like we split a tile. So we've got 4 pixels above it, 4 pixels below it. So I think I am satisfied with that. Okay, so, alright, that was... Oops. Kind of tedious, but I think we got where we needed to be. Alright, so now, what are we looking at here? Let's reset this, sanity check, so our menu works. We select player 1. Scroll around. Oh god, is this gonna fuck up? Yeah. Oh god. Okay, so the menu... Fuck. We have to account for the screen offset because it's not drawing relative to the screen, it's drawing relative to the graphics buffer or something. Fuck. And that'll be true in both the X and Y axes. Yeah, okay, well... A little more coffee here. Okay, so surely I am recording that number somewhere, and this should be a relatively straightforward addition for both X and Y. In fact, let's say let's just do this. We're gonna have a padding of X and a padding of a padding in the Y dimension and padding in the X dimension, and it's going to be like this. Yeah. So it's XY, 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 XY. That's correct. Let's make sure this doesn't somehow fail. Don't know why it would. That looks correct. Of course, we still have our problem. Let's put our debug back. I bet you that'll fix it right then. Or, well, show us what we need, rather. Won't fix anything. So it's the camera. It's the camera value. Game.camera.cell.x and y. Right? Did I not save? That should have... I feel like that should have done it. It's clearly not working. I don't know why. Game.camera. .cell.x. How's that not working? Get it. Game.camera.cell.x. don't get this. Wait. No. I'm printing in pixels and I'm measuring in tiles. That's what's happening. And there are 8 pixels per tile, so it's... Do I not have this? I can do the... I think it's game. Yeah, I'm already computing that. It's not cell.x, it's p.x and y. I don't want to recompute that. There we go. Cool, okay. And then let's make sure it works in y too. So next stage. So now we're at the bottom right. And that looks good. Go up in the middle somewhere. Good. Okay. I think we got that going. Alright. So now we are drawing our menu. Now now we need to do 2 more things though. So we're drawing the menu, and we are successfully showing and hiding the menu, but the menu isn't actually ending the turn, it doesn't do anything. So we need to update the update loop. And we also need to show which option you're on, right? So we need to highlight yes or no. And then we need to do something with that value. So, okay, where do we start? I guess let's do the highlighting. Yeah, let's do the highlighting, because then the draw method will be totally resolved. So here, this is... a few ways to do this. This will be simple. This isn't the most elegant way to do this, but I think it's the easiest to reason about. Let's do this. This is gross, but I don't think I care. Let's say if if self.cell is 1, then do this, else do this. Let's have cell default to 1, and then color 10. So if you know, the other way to do this would be with like we did in the title screen, you loop over the elements, then we do a bunch of math for padding for each iteration through a loop, but it's like, who cares? We have 2 options. We're only going to have 2 options forever. This is always going to be a yes-no choice. We might be able to do something cute like cell equals 1 and 10 or 7, but no. So let's do this. Reload our guy. Show our menu. Yes is highlighted. I don't know if I like how that looks, but again, at no point so far have we cared about how anything looks, so why stop now? Start now. Selection 2, reload. No is highlighted. Okay, so our menu draw is now done. So now, let's start. Let's always start on selected 1. Yeah, okay. So now this should just be similar to what we did in the title screen. Well, let's get rid of this. No. If you're in position 1 and you press right, go to position 2. If you're in position 2 and you press left, go to position 1. We need to actually handle selection, but not right now. Because this is going to go away in a second. Okay. Can't really see it because of the debug thing, but that's working. I can select yes or no, and the cursor does not roll over, which is what I think I want. Let me make one small change. Color 6. Let's write our question in white. And make our active answer yellow and our inactive gray. I think that's a little easier to see. And then this is just annoying me, so let's back out of this debug stuff a bit. We don't need our menu indicator now because we plainly can see the menu. And let's hide this stuff temporarily. That looks good. Make sure this still works. Okay, and then selection. If the select button is pressed, which is button 5, No. No, no, no. If the button is pressed, yeah. If you select no, just hide the menu. So yes, no. I select yes, nothing happens. That's correct. I select no, the menu hides. And it's still my turn. No, it's not. Well, yeah, it is, until I move a unit, and then it's not, because that's how it works. Okay. And lastly, where's that turn end guy? Self.turnEnd is game.cursor.turnEnd, which really seems kind of weird. I don't love that that is on cursor. Let's put our debug back, actually. And just hide these guys that are long. So we're player one. Actually, memory's long. For player one, I bring up the end turn menu. I hit no. I select no. Nothing happens. That's correct. I also probably want the cancel button also just to hide that thing. Let's just do that. I'm player one. I go somewhere. I hit Z. I pull up the menu. I hit Z again. The menu goes away. I hit Z. End turn. I choose no. I'm still player one. I pull up the menu. End turn. I choose yes. And I select it. And we blow up. Attempt to index local self. Self dot, did I need to do this? Probably. That's probably what that was. pull up the menu, end of the turn. Oh, okay. We switched to player 2, but we didn't hide the menu, so... Go somewhere, bring up the menu, we hit the cancel button, nothing happens, I can move the cursor, we bring up the menu, I select no, nothing happens, I can move the cursor, bring up the menu, I can't move the cursor, I can move yes, no, I select yes, we're now player 2. The menu hides. I can't move blue. Oh, yeah. Let me change this too. So we're actually getting really close now. Yeah. I want to do two things. First, I want it such that whenever you pull up the menu, this selection by default is always yes. Because if you weren't planning on ending your turn in general, you wouldn't have brought the menu. So I think that is a sensible thing. And let's confirm right now that we don't have that behavior. So I pull up the menu, I go to no, I select it, I pull up the menu, and it's on no. So what we want is, before we set visible to true, we want to set cell to 1. Yeah. So we reload. We go somewhere. We pull up the menu. We set cell to no. We select it. We pull up the menu. End turn is on yes. Go to no. We cancel the menu. We pull it up. So okay, so that works. That works. Now I think the last thing I want to do is change how the menu is brought up. Actually, I'm not even sure if I do. Currently, you click the cancel button to pull up the menu. I don't know if I want that or if I want you just to click into an empty square. I feel like clicking an empty square is like more idiomatic to this kind of game. I think that's how it worked in Advance Wars and Fire Emblem both, I think. So let's just make that change. Maybe we'll change it again, but I think I want that. So now all we care about is this cursor. Let's pop our debug too, though. We're gonna want to change that. So now it's not if button P4, but rather If we press the selection button, I think it's just here. If we press the selection button and we're over a unit, select it. Otherwise, if we have a unit selected, attempt to move it. Otherwise, pull up our menu. Right. Now, Z currently does nothing at all. So I press Z, nothing happens at all. I hit select on an empty square, and I get the menu. I have no unit selected. I put my cursor over unit, I hit select. I have a unit selected. I try to move him. He moves. Why did that happen? Oh. That actually worked. Okay, right, that actually worked. What had happened there is I am player 1. I select a guy. This is subtle. I don't... Oh, God. I guess this is fine. I don't care. We select a guy. We move him. We have no one selected. We are now player 2 because we moved a guy. We click X, and it pulls up the menu, and it's because it's actually not... The test is if we are clicking on a unit that we control. Really... But the test will fail if there's an enemy unit there, which is what's happening. See, there are a couple of ways to think about this, but I don't know if I want to wade into this now, because I don't know how I'm going to handle the two-player game loop. You know, yeah, this like intersects with gameplay questions that I'm not sure I know the answer to, and it also intersects with questions regarding to how do we handle a human player 2 versus a CPU player 2? Are they different loops? I don't know. So this behavior is surprising. It's bad, but I don't want to fix it tonight because we're going to have to come back to this. So let's leave a comment here. This exhibits surprising behavior when clicking on an enemy unit. This comes out. This goes back in. Now we have a mechanism to unselect units again. I'm player 1. I hit Z, nothing happens. I go somewhere. I select on an empty square, I get a menu. I cancel the menu, it closes. I'm player 1. I select, I bring up the menu, I select no. I'm player 1. Bring up the menu, I select yes, I'm player 2. And I can't select that guy because I'm player 2. So I mean, I think that all works. Put our debug stuff back. Don't know what that's complaining about. No viable alternative input. Game.screen.battle.menu. I don't know what that's about. Oh, wait. There's some garbage file. Okay, whatever. Okay, great. There's some garbage file. Who cares? So what did we do? Let's take a look at this diff. We're including screen battle menu. That's correct. And in our cursor, we have modified our if-else to pull up our menu. That's correct. And we have removed the button for turn ending control. That's correct. We changed that colon thing. Correct. Cursor update. Yeah, we're proxying to an update function depending on whether the battle menu is being displayed. Okay, I think that's all correct. Just want to see what the linter did to our table formatting and stuff. It's fine. Don't care. Let's see where we are file size wise. Let's see. I have make slock wired up, I think. Yeah. Okay, so what do we have? We have 19 Lua files at 600 lines. Allegedly, we've done $14,000 worth of work on stream here in the 8 or 10 hours or whatever we've been working together. It's kind of neat. Probably not, you know, realistic, but it's always fun seeing a big number there. And then what's the game? What does Pico tell us? What is it? Info? So we have 1990 of 8,000 tokens, 13,000 of 65,000 characters. Yeah, okay. So we're still like, we've got a lot of headroom. And a lot of these tokens and characters are going to presumably be refactored out when we do our refactoring for cleanliness and that kind of thing. So that's encouraging. We're looking good in terms of file size constraints, at least for now. Presumably there's going to be a lot of code associated with, you know, CPU AI algorithms. And there's at least one other complicated menu where we're going to do the actual unit balancing of power and stuff, which is again the core conceit of the whole game. But so far, I don't anticipate we're going to hit too many size constraints. I don't think we're going to have problems there. So let's run through this again real quick. We select one player, we move our guy, now we're player 2. You know, now what we're going to want to do, I think, we have a couple directions we can go now. You know, we can start animating unit movement, or we can animate camera movement, because when we, you know, end our turn, the camera and cursor should go to some appropriate unit, either the last one moved or the one at the top of the stack or whatever, but it definitely shouldn't, the cursor definitely shouldn't stay where it is. That's stupid. And player 2 moves a guy. Let's go to map 3. No. Let's go to map 2. There are no units on map 3. So I'm player 1. I select to move a guy. Now we're player 2. Select to move a guy. We're player 1. Player 1 pulls up the map, pulls up the menu, cancels the menu, pulls up the menu, selects no, pulls up the menu, selects yes, and now we're player 2. That all looks like it works great. Why can't I move this guy? Wait, what? Somehow we got that guy in a state where he doesn't like exist. That's not right. Move a guy. It's like, wait, what? Oh, hang on. Wait, what the hell? Okay, this map is screwed up. Somehow this is map sprite 33. Something is screwed up. This map sprite is saying it's 33. It's saying it's 1. 33. Let's take a look at that real quick. Did I just duplicate this tile somewhere? It's a misclick. I'm kind of confident that what we're seeing is what we're seeing is just a map problem, I think. Or actually what might be happening map sprite may not be accounting for the screen offset. See, we definitely have some impassable sprites, and I think what's happening I think this is the river. This is the river on map 1. Okay, well, that's not too much of a problem. Anyway, okay, so that's not what we wrote tonight, but we found another bug. So I guess that means we know what we're going to work on next time, fixing that bug first. But anyway, I guess I'll call it there for tonight. That was actually fairly productive. This is, every time we work on this, starting to look more and more like a real video game, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, that's it. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. We'll see you next time. Have a good night. Take care.